Well, Paul, disappointing in the end, a grandstand finish, but it showed our limitations up front, especially in that first half.
Taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about, there's a lot of questions when I first came to the club that needed answering, and sometimes results paper over cracks. But the cracks were in abundance today. You could see a lot of cracks. And we've just had a good chat in there now, and
so it's the longest chat after a game that we've had since you've been here.
Yeah, I think a lot needed to be said. Like I say, I didn't need to shout today. It's answered a lot of questions in my head right from the first minute. We can't afford just to turn up at a game and play like that and expect to win. And like I say, I knew that a loss was going to come at some point, and probably thought it'd probably come a little bit earlier than this. But I'm for dissecting things and making logical decisions. And like I say, probably there were some decisions probably 3 or 4 games ago that needed to be addressed. And I just think, looking at today, that the questions that I'm asking myself now is that they need to be answered, and I need to do something about it. So it's I'm just disappointed for our supporters who's travelled all the way up here. Disappointed because I enjoy this competition, love it to bits. But more importantly, I think the mindset we'd created just wasn't there today, and that was the biggest worry for me. So, like I say, it's going to be an interesting weekend for me. Some big decisions I think I need to make, and but we'll sit, dissect everything, and see where we are next week.
Bit of a blow before the game. No Aaron O'Connor. He travelled down with the club, obviously on the team coach, but didn't feature in the side. Was that something that you knew about prior to the game? Yeah,
he's injured. It's as simple as that. Jack O'Connor is not 100% fit. To be fair to Mills, he's just coming back, but hadn't been involved for a week or so. It's just what it is. But I still put 11 players on the pitch, and
fantastic fight at the end, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just token gesture, to be honest.
Mills with the free kick. Looking ball. Belford comes out, punches, but it falls for Meikle, who chips it in very neatly. Brilliant.
Anybody that knows me knows that you can't turn up for 5 minutes and try to win a football match. It was, I find that a little bit embarrassing that all of a sudden we try and win a game in the last 5 minutes.
FC now, hanging on here. In it comes this throw, near post. Who's going to get Helen? It bubbles away, it's a corner. FC really well made to defend this till the very last here. Now, 1 minute, 40 seconds to go of added time. Kettering looking for the equaliser, which will produce a reflex up there. He was up, and it's nodded away. He's going to get this ball away, surely. And Tony Arlani, walk the plank. He puts the ball out for a throw-in. But again, Kennedy with the throw-in. Seconds ticking away slowly. In it comes. It's a good throw-in. It's bubbling around there. The ball's going to substitute Mill. He'll chip it in. Inching on the turn. Headed up by Lenihan. Only as far as Kennedy. Ashley Young gets a foot on it. Now it's Storer. Can he pump it back into the danger zone? He plays it out to the right hand side. The cross comes in for Kettering. In he comes, it's nodding forward. Aaron Morris kick clears. Ashley Young again. The ball's within Tino on the edge of the box. Meikle spreads it out to the right hand side. In it comes. Ashley clears it. Aaron Morris, but still the danger. Won't go away. Meikle now looking to get a cross in from afar. Meikle spreads it out on the edge of the box. Matt Taylor hooks it in. Doyle heads it away. And still it comes back to Kettering. Meikle now to Storer. Looking crossing. It's
So it doesn't work with me. I prefer a team to start off from the first minute and to be mentally resolute. We knew how they was going to play. We scripted the lads. We'd watched the last 10 games for FC. We did our homework. The lads were well drilled in terms of what was going to come. But I just think individual battles, there wasn't one won. And actually, being totally honest, I thought FC were the better side, if I'm going to be totally frank.
Morris goes up, bobbling around the edges. He almost goes down. Tennessee break. He's got Gordon back there. Olabi making a typical run. It's a great ball. It's Olabi.
And they deserve to go through. We deserve nothing today. And that really hurts me. That really hurts me. It's the first time I've said it since I've been here. But like I say, sometimes results have papered over cracks and delayed probably decisions if that's been right. So look, I've got to go away. I've got to do a lot of thinking. And
it's a busy schedule, isn't it? We've got Alfreton next week, then we've got Brackley on Boxing Day, then we've got Brackley again and Boston United in between. It's a busy period for you with a very, very small squad. It must be frustrating.
Yeah, of course it's frustrating, but that's no excuse for today. We had 11 that we put out there. Everybody knows the small squad. There's 4 on the bench today. That's no excuse. It's no excuse for the 11. Not competing. The very least I expected us to do was to stamp a little bit of authority on the game. But we've come off. With all due respect, the team's sort of mid-table in the division below us, and we didn't apply ourselves right today, right from the first whistle. I said to John that after about 5 minutes that there was certain sort of the mentality about us was all wrong today. But like I say, since I've come in, players have been brilliant. But that sometimes can cloud everyone's judgment and paper over cracks. So I'll go away tonight, think about a lot of things, because that's not acceptable today for me. I don't know how previous managers at the club have been, but we want to set really high standards at this football club, and we fell well below them today. And like I say, people might say, well, no, I don't know what it is, one defeat in that, it's one defeat too many for me, and we're out a trophy that, like I say, that we should be biting and scratching to stay in there. So just a disappointing day, but I think I go away having learnt a lot about individuals, and I think I'll be sitting down and talking with John and having a chat with the chairman and Richie and seeing what we can do about it.
Thank you, Paul, for your frankness, and we'll see you against Altrincham. I was going to say Alfreton next week. Cheers.
Thank you.